All right, peeps, how's it going? It's been a minute since I made a video. Making a video real quick to show you guys some stuff that I made up here in the wood shop. So my neighbor girl, she's getting married here next week. No, oh wait, no. I believe this Sunday she's getting married. She grew up next to me, so I've known her since she was really young. Her name's Anastasia. She's marrying a really good kid. His name's Chris. But didn't know what we were going to get him. Didn't know if we had enough money to get him anything. Just because things have been really tight, you know, especially with my water heater, my furnace blowing up. So I came up with this idea. I've heard of them before. They're called unity crosses. I've heard of them. So I just kind of Googled them to see what they look like. And I think I showed you guys a little bit of it last time. But right now I've got it done. And I'm going to show it to you. We'll put a little bit more light on the subject. It's kind of dark up here. I don't have any lights or heat. Actually, there's the heat that I have. Whoop, my finger. Trying to show you my... Yeah, well, we're done doing that. Anyways, I got a construction heater over there that I got to buy propane for, and that heats up the room. I only use it whenever I got to do stain or putting polyurethane on, stuff like that. So, but for the most part, I was out and I just was able to get some. So a lot of the staining I did on this cross, I did in my front porch, and I took it into my house and let it dry. But so here's the outside of it. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's a different style than what I went with, than what I was originally going to go with. But I made this out of white oak. I had some scrap white oak, and I figured, screw it, I wasn't going to do anything else with it, so I figured I'd just make this out of it. Let me turn my phone up so you can get, there we go. So that's what that looks like. So that was, I tried making it several different ways. Hang on. I tried making it so everything would go together like this. Well, like this, but I couldn't get it to glue together. Well, I did, but I didn't like the way it glued together. It glued together and it was kind of tweaked. So I wasn't real happy with it. So then I had this bright idea that I would drill holes in the end and I would put dowels in there. Well, you can see how that turned out. That turned out not very good at all. Looks like crap. I couldn't get the angles to line up. Where here, you know, you can't really see my miters. So that didn't work out. So I scrapped that idea. So I made this section 3 times, and this is the way I finally made it, and I like it. It looks good. I haven't seen another one like it. So, and then I made, this is the cross, and I tried to taper it and kind of off bevel the sanding here. I wanted to try to make it as rustic as possible, rustic looking, so it wasn't square and even and perpendicular. So I made it kind of, if you look at this, you can kind of see how this edge is kind of off a little bit. The same thing over here. It kind of looks like it tapers a little bit. So I didn't want it to be perfect because I wanted it to look more rustic. So I came up with this, and I did it by accident. I was just messing around with it, trying to sand it, and then I kind of goobered this end right here. I don't know if you can see it. I was trying to just put a slight bevel on the edge so it wasn't as sharp, and I kind of goobered it, and I went, oh shit. So I redid it, or I kept sanding it, and then I was like, you know what, that looks kind of cool like that. So I just kept going. So the whole thing behind this, I need some more orange peel on it, but the whole thing behind this is, so you got the cross like this, and then when they get married, they take this cross, and then it fits on the inside of it like that, if you can kind of see that. And that's what it looks like. Okay, so then once they do that, I've got some dowels cut. You take these dowels, I've got holes drilled on the end. You take the dowels and you fit them in that hole. This is what they do when they get married. They fit them in that hole. I don't want to do it, but then they push them in. So they put the pins in, and then they smack them in tight, and then that holds this thing together. See, now it won't come out. It holds it together, and the theory is that as long as this cross stays together, their marriage will stay together, something like that. Or if they get divorced, the only way to take this apart is to break it apart, like breaking apart the marriage. Well, so we were doing that, and my wife's like, man, it just doesn't look complete. She says, you need something else on there. So she went out and she bought this angel wings. Now my wife, she bought the angel wings, so they're supposed to sit in there like that, and then the angel wings have a little bit of a cross in there. So that's what we're going to give them for a wedding present. Man, I've got some hours into this because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and then trying to sand it down, I probably got 2 whole days just in sanding this thing because it wasn't easy. But I mean, now I've got it sanded so smooth. I used 2,000 grit sandpaper just to make that thing smoother than a baby's butt. It's just incredibly smooth. But she grabbed the angel wings because my wife, I don't know if you'll ever see in our videos, but she always wears an angel pin on her shirt. And that, for her, the angel wings stand for when my oldest son passed away. Somebody gave us a set of angel wings. We don't know who did it. They were just left there, one set for each of us. And my wife, my son died, back in 2006. So she's worn them every day since then. So the angel wings have special meaning for her. So we think it's nice. I hope she likes it. I do plan on selling these. My wife wants me to start selling these because she looked them up, and I don't know, she said they're selling for about $180 on Etsy and Amazon and stuff like that. And she didn't see one like this, but she said this one looked a lot better than all the other ones that she's seen, and they were selling for $180. So I figure if I can get a pattern down and figure out how to make them quick, I might sell them for $100, $125, depending on what wood I use. Because obviously this one's made out of white oak and cherry. You could probably get that. White oak and cherry sell for about $5 to $6 a board foot. But if somebody wanted something made out of walnut, you're looking at about $8 a board foot. So they get a little bit more expensive. And then the thing is you can't just buy a foot of it each way. You got to buy, I think they got a mandatory thing of where I go to out here in Durand called Mulvane's. You got to buy like a mandatory 10 board feet, something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, so I wanted to show you guys that cross. It's done now. I'm not going to touch it again. There are some imperfections in it that I don't care for, but man, if I keep sanding that thing, there's going to be nothing left. And I'll take you with me here. I'm going to turn this light up. So I got some crosses built. Some people ordered some not crosses. I got some flags made. Timmy, he ordered one, Timmy Flegel. He ordered one from me, and this is what he wanted. I just got done putting the varnish on it. I'm trying to make sure that you can see it. But he wanted one with the Ellis Chalmers on it, so that one's done. I'm just waiting for it to dry so I can get that back to him. I'm trying to get it to him tonight. So I think that turned out really well. However, I was putting the lacquer on and some of the stain bled over into the Ellis Chalmers sticker. I'm not real happy about that. I'm going to have to try to figure out a way to keep that from happening again. So, and then, I got my drill press up here finally. I got to fix it though. All these tools I got, and I got nothing brand new. They're all so friggin' old and ancient. I showed you this. That was my grandfather's saw. That's an old Craftsman. But here's another flag I got done. Well, it's not done, but let me show it to you. Try to turn the flag. This one's not varnished. I don't know if I can get close enough, but if you look, I got some pen marking in there that I gotta engrave the stars in it, and I gotta engrave the 1776 in it. This is for somebody wanted me to make this, and they want where Timmy's got the Ellis Chalmers symbol in his, they want like a Punisher skull on this one. So I gotta try to get that done. But yeah, these are going pretty good. Everybody seems pretty interested in it, The one like Timmy's with the sticker down, and this one that I'm doing, I'm selling for about $160. So, but if there's no sticker down there, then, I take $10 off. So yeah, it's going pretty good. I was in the middle of making my daughter a bed. I was making them out of some, I had some pine logs from a log home that I built out in Foreston, not too far from here. I built a log home out there for somebody, and I had some of these beams left over. And so I was going to make my daughter a bed out of that, because I think I told you once before that, she just had my he's my fourth grandson, but she just had him, and I went over there to see him. It was the first time I'd ever been over to their new apartment, and they got their beds on the freaking floor. So what kind of dad would I be if I didn't build my daughter her own bed frame? So I figured I'd do that. Well, I went through, cut all the parts, was getting ready to start putting it together, and I found out that her boyfriend's grandfather and grandmother are buying him a bed frame for Christmas. So the bed frame I was making is now out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got going on right now. Still doing some tile here and there. Not as much as I really need to be doing. Caleb, he got the COVID, so I got some decks to do, but I need help because they're all up in the air. I need help building those, and I can't do it by myself because, fuck, I'm old, you know. So when he gets better, we gotta gang rape some decks. They're just small 8x8 decks, but you got to hump all the material from the road all the way around behind the house, and then you got to cut it all. And so I went up there earlier this week and I cut a whole bunch of decks and got them ready. So then when he gets better, we can go up there and get them built. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got going on right now. Other than talking to you guys about politics, and trust me, you really don't want me to start doing that. I just want to say, let's go Brandon. We'll keep that a little bit PG. I've already sworn in this video a couple of times, so I don't know why. But, I think that's about it, guys. I'm 16 minutes, almost 17 minutes into this video. So, Timmy, your flag's drying. As soon as it's dry, I'll see ya. You better have my money. Bitch, better have my money. But I'll see ya. I'll bring it over there and then throw it on your YouTube channel. Hopefully a whole bunch of people will order those, and I'll never have to drive an hour and a half to go to work again. I can just stay out here in my backyard and work in my shed making flags and other things. That would be ultimate. That'd be where I really want to be. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down, and I will upload it so you guys can enjoy what I'm doing, or not. You know, it's totally up to you. But leave a comment, you know. Let me know what you think of them flags. If you think 150, 160 bucks is too much. Here's the thing. I know I said I'm going to take off, but I'm judging all my prices off of these, where you can buy these on Etsy or Amazon, other websites. And all these flags, they're selling them for like 180, 200 bucks. I'm going to try and do one here. I can't do it right now because I got no way to control the heat in my shed, because like I said, the walls are insulated, but the ceiling is not, and that heater just doesn't get it warm enough. Whenever you do that epoxy, it's got to be like a constant 72 degrees, you know, and then it's got to be that way for like a couple hours, or like a day, 24 hours for this stuff to cure. So I don't have enough money to run that thing 24/7. Not only that, I'm afraid I'll burn my shed down, and then I won't have any tools. But I'm gonna start doing that stuff. I've been practicing, you know, in my basement with different stuff. What I need to buy me one of those CNC machines. But I've been watching videos on how to, because once you pour it, you're supposed to pour big, and then you got to get your the CNC machine. You put it on a CNC machine, and it levels it out. Well, I don't have one of those, so all I've got is a router. So I've been thinking of a way I can build a jig to level them out. So I won't be able to do very big projects, but I plan on making them cornhole bag games. I could probably do a small cornhole bag game. I've seen a couple of them. You know, you get on Etsy, and if whenever they put that epoxy in them, they're selling them for like $1,200-$1,300. That's ridiculous. You know, I want to make money too, but I don't want to gouge the crap out of people. But yeah, so I'm just trying to stay competitive with my prices. Like I said, that cross, they're selling them for that something similar to the Unity cross that I made. They're selling for $180. You know, 180 bucks would be nice to get for every one I could make, but that might just be a little bit unreasonable. You know, I could probably make money off them for like 125, 130 bucks. And if I talk to you about them again in like 5 minutes, they're going to go up to 140, then 150. And before you know it, you're going to go check out my website or whatever, and they're going to be 180 bucks. But yeah, so if you know anybody who's looking for these flags, I've got or not a website. I'm working on that. I got to call a guy, Matt Bear, and he's going to talk me over how to make a website. But I've got a new email address just for this, and it's jckrusticwoods@gmail.com. So if you know anybody, tell them to email me, and I will give them a call. We'll discuss what they want. I can do anything on these flags. Matter of fact, if you guys want a sticker for your truck or whatever thing, I can get those made. You know, and depending on how big it is, you know, we're only talking about like a sticker this size. That's roughly 10.5 by 14.5. You know, I think I can do those stickers for about 15-20 bucks. You know, and I can do Punisher skulls. I can do any sticker you want. If you can find an image, then I can do it. The only thing is like these stickers that I made for Timmy's flag, we had to pay copyright. So those stickers are a little bit more expensive, just because I got to cover my cost of the copyright. But yeah, if it turns out it's copyrighted, I can let you know before I get it printed off. But yeah, I can do anything you want. If you can dream it up, I can get it printed out. And it's a nice vinyl heavy duty sticker. But if you want one to go on your truck or something, I can get those where they're see-through, where you can see out them, but nobody can see in. So, okay. With that, I'm really going to let you go now. Because I got to go in and call Matt and try to work on getting the website up. Once again, that email is, man, now I'm at almost 24 freaking minutes. Man. Once again, the email is, what is the email? I forgot. It was jckrusticwoods@gmail.com. Like I said, I think if somebody was to buy them, for 160 bucks, I think I can handle the shipping costs. I don't think that would kill me too much. So let me know what you guys think, all right? Put in a comment. Mom, I know you're going to say something. Yes, I have unclean underwear. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.